عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Okay, are you able to see the slides? Okay, as usually you have access to the chat room, you have access to the microphone. I will start by finalizing the chapter data warehousing, okay? شنو اللي ناوي يا فاطمة؟ فاطمة القحطاني هذا any problem? Do you have any problem? Okay. والحين طالعت لك سلايدات ولا لا؟ Your friends are able to see the slides now. What about you? Okay. So we talked, I think I stopped here in implementation issues of data warehouse. So some issues for the implementation: the identification of data sources and governance, from where you will bring your data to your data warehouse. Data quality planning, data model design. You have to think about how to design your data. ETL tool selection, which ETL tool you will use with your data warehouse. I remind you, ETL, this is the abbreviation of extract, transform, and load. When you will bring data to your data warehouse, you have to pass through these processes: extract the data, transform the data, and load the data. Establishment of service level agreements. Data transport, data conversion, how you will transport your data. Will you use a network? Will you use hard disks? So it depends. Reconciliation process, end user support, political issues, and more in the book. I would like to remind you that you have to read your book. The exam will be from the slides and also from your book. Successful data warehouse implementation. There is some things to avoid, like starting with the wrong sponsorship chain, setting expectations that you cannot meet. Don't expect something from your data warehouse implementation that you cannot meet. Engaging in politically neighbor behavior. Loading the data warehouse with information just because it is available. Don't put information in your data warehouse just because you have the data. No, don't put anything. Just put the data related to your business. Believing that data warehousing database design is the same as transactional database design. So data warehouse and operational database, يعني الdatabase العادية, this is not the same thing. Choosing a data warehouse manager who is technologically oriented rather than user oriented. يعني choosing the manager of the data warehouse that is technically oriented, this is not the right choice. He has to understand the business also. Some failure factors in data warehouse project. Lack of executive sponsorship. When you have a data warehouse, if you want to manage a data warehouse, you have to be in good relationship with managers and sponsors. And clear business objectives. If you don't have a clear objective, you may fail the data warehouse project. Cultural issues being ignored. Unrealistic expectations, inappropriate architecture, low data quality, and missing information. So if
the quality of your data is not good, you may fail in your project. Loading data just because it is available, as we said in the previous slide. Massive data warehouse and scalability. What's the meaning of scalability? The main issues pertaining to scalability are the following. The amount of data in the data warehouse. How quickly the warehouse is expected to grow. The number of concurrent users. The complexity of user queries. You have to think about all these things. How many users will access to your data in parallel, the complexity of the queries. So good scalability means that queries and other data access functions will grow linearly with the size of the warehouse. So when you have so the data warehouse will become bigger and bigger once the access to the data become much important. Real-time and active data warehouse and business intelligence. So if you have a real-time data warehouse, so enabling real-time data updates for real-time analysis and real-time decision making, and real-time decision making is growing rapidly. Now, with the new technology, we are updating the data warehouse in real time, and this will help a lot. This will help a lot to, will help a lot in taking good decisions. Concerns about real-time business intelligence. So once you have a ready data and up-to-date data, real-time data, this will help a lot in taking the right decision. Okay. Concerns about real-time business intelligence. Not all data should be updated continuously. Just update the data that you need in your decisions. Mismatch of reports generated minutes apart may be cost prohibitive, may also be infeasible. Sometimes it's not feasible to update your data warehouse with real-time data. Enterprise decision evolution and data warehousing. So here you have the first axis is the data sophistication. And the workload and complexity in the second axis. So you see when the workload and complexity grows, the size of the data also grows, and the data sophistication will grow. Here you have with the color some details about the data. Okay, real-time and active data warehouse and Taylor data. Data data is company, so it should be case study here. Traditional versus active data warehouse. The traditional data warehouse اللي ما فيها update of the data in real time. The active data warehouse is the database where you can update the data in real time. So in traditional data warehouse, you have strategic decisions only. In active data warehouse, you have strategic and tactical decisions. Tactical decisions اللي هي يتم تنفيذها حينيا وآنيا. A traditional data warehouse, you have results sometimes hard to measure. In active data warehouse, you have results measured with operation. Okay, and you can read the comparisons yourself between the traditional and active data warehouse.
Data warehouse administration and security. Data warehouse administration should have the knowledge, the data warehouse administrator should have the knowledge of high performance software, hardware, and networking technologies. Because if you have a data warehouse, you have to be up to date with the new technologies. Possess solid business knowledge and insight. Be familiar with the decision-making processes so as to suitability, design, and maintain the data warehouse structure. And possess excellent communications skills. These are the qualities and the skills اللي مطالب بها administrator of your data warehouse. Security and privacy is a pressing issue in data warehouse. Because you have a lot of data in your data warehouse, you have to think about the security and the privacy of the data available in your DW. Safeguarding is the most valuable asset. Government regulations must be explicitly planned and executed. The future of data warehouse. Sourcing. So the data warehouse may be open source, cloud computing, web, kind of data coming from web, social media, and big data. For the infrastructure, columnar, real-time data warehouse appliance, etc. Okay, this is the end of the chapter. Let's go now to chapter number 4. شابتر نمبر 4 اي سلايد وصلنا؟ فاطمه بتشوف سلايدات ولا لا؟ ولا باقي؟ 8. Okay, slide number 8. Thank you, Noor. So here in this chapter we will talk about the business reporting. Thank you everyone. So we will talk about business reporting, visual analytics, and business performance management. So how you will prepare a report for your business. This report will contain some visual items, and this will help in the performance of your business. Learning objectives, opening vignette, business reporting. Definitions of business reporting. What is a business reporting? Okay, let's start from the slide 7. So what is a business report? أكيد كل واحدة فيكم حضرت ريبورت في كورس معين في graduation project, I don't know. So you prepared already a report. It is a written document. So it is a written document that contains information regarding business matters. Okay. So it will contain information regarding business matter. The purpose is to improve managerial decisions. يعني المدير أو the CEO will ask for it before he will ask reports before taking any decision. The source: data from inside and outside the organization. Like for example, we have the use of extract, transform, and load the data. The format of the report should be in the form of text, tables, graphs, and charts. The distribution of a report. You can prepare your report in print على محمل ورقي. You can have an electronic report that you send by email, and you may have your report. You can also have publish your report through your website, the portal of your company, etc. So the first step is data acquisition. Then you will generate information. Then decision making, you will take a decision. Then you will manage the process of your business. So here in this picture we have business reporting. The decision maker will take actions. This action will have effect on the business functions. Okay, there is a process that will happen here. Okay, so after this functions, we will have data. We will save the data. Okay, and this data will be saved on data repository.
We will prepare reports from this data. Okay, so we will prepare reports. Once these reports are ready, they will go to the decision maker. The decision maker will take an action. This action will be applied in your business. So something will happen, will be happening in your business. Then we will save the result data into your data repository. We will prepare reports. These reports will be given to the decision maker, etc. So it is a cycle here. So it is a cycle. Yeah, but are you able to see the mouse when I move the mouse? Do you see the mouse? Oh, okay, great. So you can follow me when I move the mouse type. Key to any successful report. To be successful, a report has to be clear. So the clarity of the report, the brevity of your report, the completeness of your report, and the correctness of your report. أحفظوا هذه الأشياء حفظا جيدا. The clarity. So your report should be clear. Okay, مثلا نوعية الخط، نوعية الألوان، الانترليني between the paragraphs, etc. The brevity يعني ما تكتب، المفروض في الريبورت ما نكتبوش paragraphs، رؤوس أقلام تكفي. completeness، الريبورت لازم يحتوي على المعلومة كاملة، والcorrectness صحة المعلومة اللي تحطها في الريبورت is very important. So there is three types of report, okay, in terms of content and format. There is the informal report, which is a single letter or an email. So this is informal. And there is the formal reports, مثل الريبورت اللي تحضروه في الكورسات أو graduation project مثلا، اللي هو ريبورت يحتوي على عدد صفحات من 10 إلى 100 صفحة، مع cover، مع summary، مع text. Okay, this is the second type of the report. And there is the short report, like the periodic, informative, and investigative. مثل الدوريات، المجلات. مثل هذه يوم الجمعة اللي نحصل المجلات قدام البيت، هذه شو اسمه المجلات الأسبوعية اللي وزعوها يوم الجمعة. الوصية، نعم، الوسيط والمدينة. So these are short reports. We call them periodic, okay? Application case. Types of business reports. There is the metric management reports. There is the dashboard type reports, and there is the balanced scorecard type reports. Okay. Components of business reporting systems. There is some common characteristics like the OLTP, the online transaction processing. So here we have some components that are very essential for reporting. There is the data supply, the ETL, the data storage, the business logic, the publication medium, and the assurance. Data and information visualization. Visualizing the data is very, very important, because when you draw in your report some charts, you may give more information to your manager. Okay, so you are considering that you are preparing a report for your manager. If your report contains visual aspect of your data, this will help him to take more easily the decision. So the use of visual representations to explore, make sense of, and communicate data. So it gives more sense to your data. Data visualization versus information visualization, which is quite similar. Information is the aggregation, the summarization, and the contextualization of data. So you will not have the information only if you aggregate, summarize your data. Related to information, graphics, scientific visualization, and statistical graphics. So when you want to visualize your data set, usually you are using statistical tools, scientific visualization, okay? Often includes charts, graphs, and illustrations. واكيد انكم استعملتوا المايكروسوفت اكسل مثلا to draw some chart, pie chart, etc. bar chart, كل الشارتس اللي عندكم في الاكسل. A brief history of data visualization. هذا شيء ما هو بجديد، قديم جدا. Data visualization can date back to the 2nd century. Most developments have occurred in the last 2.5 centuries. Until recently, it was not recognized as a discipline. But today's most popular visual forms data back a few centuries. Let's see the first pie chart. منذ 1801. يعني play fair is widely okay. يعني so this pie chart تم اكتشافه في 1801. Dissemination of Napoleon's army during the 1812 Russian campaign. من عهد نابليون. Okay, I will not go with the details of the historical here. You can read them yourself. Application case. Different types of charts and graphs. Which one to use? Where and when? أكيد لما استعملتوا الإكسل وحبيتوا تقوموا برسم بياني كان عندكم عدة خيارات when you want to draw a chart. فأي واحد اخترتوه؟ وين استعملتوه؟ ومتى؟ ولماذا؟ So there is some basic charts and graphs like the line chart, the bar chart, the pie chart, the scatter plot, and the bubble chart. And there is some specialized charts and graphs like the histogram, like the Gantt chart. After Gantt chart والبيرت chart. شفتوهم هذول؟ درستوهم؟ الجانت chart والبيرت chart. تعرفوهم ولا لا؟ No? Gantt chart and PERT chart are quite similar. يتم استعمالهم في project management. When you want to manage your project, you may use this two charts. You can read about them. These two charts are very important. Geographic map. I will show you one geographic map. Bullet graph, heat map, tree map, highlight table. تعرفوا الخرائط في النشرة الجوية مثلا في بعض الأحيان يعتمدوا على الألوان لعرض المناطق اللي فيها السحب، المناطق اللي فيها درجة حرارة مرتفعة، المناطق المرتفعة جغرافيا. So this is a geographic map. Okay, do you understand me? طيب ممتاز. Here we have an example of Gapminder chart. Just go to the website gapminder.org and you will see some tools that you can use to play with data. So let's try it. I can share this website with you. www.getmine.org. Are you able to see this website with me? I'm sharing with you a website. Yes, no, not yet. Yes. باين معاكم الويب سايت ولا لا؟ It depends with your connection. So here, the website is called Gapminder. There is some tools that you can use to visualize your data. Let's see an example. Most slides, I'm sharing with you a website. Are you able to see the website? Are you able to see the website that I'm sharing with you? It is in progress. Type. كيف يبين معكم قولوا لي. لو ما باين معكم ويب سايت just go to this I will give you the link. So just go to the link and click on play. في الأسفل على اليسار there is the play button, and you may see how we will present the data in several aspects. By country, by region. Okay, let's back to the slides. Yeah, Bennett, are you able to see the slides now? طيب. The emergence of data visualization and visual analytics. عدة شركات أصبحت تركز على الفيجواليزيشن. So these are the companies like Microsoft, IBM here, the completeness of vision, the ability to execute, so they are excelling in visualizing this data. Emergence of new companies, increased focus by the big players like MicroStrategy, SAP, Microsoft, IBM, are leaders in the visualization of the data. Visual analytics, which is a recently coined term. Information visualization plus predictive analytics. The information visualization, it is descriptive, backward focused. What happened and what is happening. Predictive analytics. Predictive and future focused. What will happen? Why will it happen? There is a strong move toward visual analytics. Here we have a visual analytics by SaaS Institute. Did you hear? أكيد إنكم سمعتوا بsoftware SaaS. Big companies are using this software, and in this software, in this ERP, we have some powerful tools for visualization. Also, visual analytics by SaaS Institute. The performance dashboards. What's the meaning of dashboard? Dashboard. What is the meaning of dashboard? What is the meaning of dashboard? Samira, شنو اللي know? Know about what? Let me take the attendance just to verify if you are here or not. I'll take the attendance now. If you hear your name, raise your hand, please. نعم، شاشة عرض البيانات. شاشة عرض البيانات زي طابلون السيارة. It's a dashboard. Okay. Okay, Samir. Sorry. I misunderstand you. So, الداشبورد هو شاشة عرض البيانات زي الطابلون اللي في السيارة. مثلا عندك طابلون فيه كل شيء، السرعة، مستوى الزيت، مستوى الفيول، مستوى بإمكانك أنك تعرف كذلك with a graph في السيارات المطورة. You can visualize the data of your car. طيب خلينا ناخذ الاتندنس وحاجة نفسر الداشبورد. If you hear your name, raise your hand. عفاف أبو عيشة. absent. أحلام عفاف موجودة. أحلام خضرة. أحلام شيء absent. علي خوجة. اوكي، فاطمة القحطاني. فاطمة. اوكي، جوهر الغامدي. اوكي، كوثر مساوي. اوكي، ليلى بحسين. ليلى she's absent. مجدولين مغاري. ثم مريم حداد. اوكي، مريم. Okay, Noor Mgarni. Majduddin, that's fine. You can lower your hand, please. Noor, okay. Anjud Akram. ثم نورة دمنهوري. نورة دمنهوري, she's absent. شيماء البخاري وشروق البخاري. نورة موجودة, okay. شيماء وشروق, okay. ثم سميرة الزهراني. ثم حنان عبد القادر. حنان عبد القادر موجودة. خلود العلوي. خلود. ثم نجلة المولد. نجلة. she's absent. وسناء جرامي. سناء. سناء خير موجودة. أحلام. نعم ناديتك بس أنت كنت مشغولة شكلك. طيب حضرتك وفي أحلام. الغائبات هن ليلى بحسين. نجلة المولد. ثم نجلة موجودة. طيب ثم سناء جرامي. so just ليلى وسناء. Okay, let's back to our slides.
performance dashboard. So it is a dashboard where you can see summarization of your data. So performance dashboards are commonly used in business performance management. Yani a CEO, the big boss of the company, a minister, want to see what's happening in his business. So he needs some dashboard to see the data of his business. So the performance dashboards are commonly used in business performance management software suite and business information platforms. Dashboards provide visual displays of important information that is consolidated and arranged on a single screen so that information can be digested at a single glance and easily drilled in and further explored. So المعلومات مجمعة في only one screen, okay? And you can have a big picture of your business from that screen. This is an example of performance dashboard. Okay, this is an example of performance dashboard, and we are summarizing several things in this dashboard. Dashboard design. The fundamental challenge of dashboard design is to display all the required information on a single screen. هذا هو التحدي الكبير إنك you represent all the information that you have in your company in only one single screen, clearly and without distraction, in a manner that can be assimilated quickly. لازم يعني يكون فاهم الداشبورد بصفة سريعة وبدون distraction, clear and without distraction. 3 layers of information. There is the monitoring, the analysis, and the management layer. Application case. Saudi telecom company excels with information visualization. Now, if you are in your mobile phone, if you are using STC or Zain or Mobile or whatever, you have applications to analyze your communications, right? You have dashboard. Subhanallah. Maybe I'm saying something wrong. At least I used to use STC, and there is dashboard in the application of my STC where you can see your calls, the duration, your الاستهلاك يعني كم regarding money, etc. So you can manage your line easily. Okay? And here in this case, like this, Saudi telecom company excels with information visualization. Okay, call center dashboards. Here you have another example of dashboards. Performance dashboards. What to look for in a dashboard? What to look for in a dashboard? Use of visual components to highlight data and expectations and exceptions that require action. So use of visual components to highlight data and exceptions that require action. يعني كل المعلومات اللي تحتاج action يجب انك توضحها في الداشبورد، في البرفورمانس داشبورد. It should be transparent to the user, meaning that they require minimal training and are extremely easy to use. Combine data from a variety of systems into a single summarized, unified view of the business. Enable drill down or drill through to underlying data sources or report. يعني بإمكانك أنك تغوص وتتعمق في معلومة معينة موجودة في الداشبورد. Present a dynamic real-world view with timely data. Require little coding to implement and deploy and maintain your dashboard. Best practices in dashboard design. Benchmark KPIs with industry standards. يعني غالبا في الداشبورد تلاقي ال KPI Key Performance Indicators. يعني مثلا تلاقي ال Best Practice مثلا. اوكي؟ مثلا عندي في الداشبورد الكمية اللي موجودة في الستوك الايتم معين، فعندي
indications للlimits وللaverage وللmaximum. Wrap the metrics with conceptual metadata. Validate the design by a usability specialist and your end user. Prioritize and rank alerts and expectations. Enrich dashboard with business user comments. Present information in 3 different levels. Pick the right visual constructs and provide for guided analytics. This is very important to follow these practices in dashboards. Okay, have a slide one. Business performance management. How you can manage the performance of your business. Business performance management, or BPM, is a real-time system that alerts managers to potential opportunities and pending problems and threats, and then empowers them to react through models and collaboration. Okay, so with the business performance management, you can deal immediately with the problems that may happen in your business and take the right action. The BPM is also called Corporate Performance Management, CPM, Enterprise Performance Management, EPM, or Strategic Enterprise Management, SEM. BPM refers to the business processes, methodologies, metrics, and technologies used by enterprises to measure, monitor, and manage business performance. Business performance management encompasses 3 key components: a set of integrated, closed-loop management, and analytic processes supported by technology. Tools for businesses to define strategic goals and then measure and manage performance against them. Methods and tools for monitoring key performance indicators, KPIs, linked to organizational strategy. A closed-loop process to optimize business performance. Okay, let's go. Strategize. Where do we want to go? Okay, let's go. Plan. How do we get there? And monitor and analyze. How are we doing? So you may answer all these questions using your dashboard and for the business performance management. And act and adjust. What do we need to do differently to analyze, to do better our business? Application case. Performance measurement. Performance measurement system is a system that assists managers in tracking the implementations of business strategy by comparing actual results against strategic goals and objectives. KPIs and operational metrics. A KPI represents a strategic objective and metric that measure performance against the goal. So the KPI is the best practices. Distinguishing features of KPI, that is the strategy KPI, targets KPI, ranges KPI, encoding, timeframes, and benchmarks KPI. There is the outcome KPIs versus the driver KPI. Operational areas covered by driver KPIs like customer performance, service performance, sales operations, and sales plan and forecast. Performance measurement system. The balanced scorecard. A performance measurement and management methodology that helps translate an organization's financial, customer, internal process, and learning and growth objectives and targets into a set of actionable initiatives. The balanced scorecard measures that drive performance. Here you have an example of balanced scorecard. So the meaning is to balance between all of these, the customer, the financial, the internal business processes, and the learning and growth. There is several tools like Six Sigma as a performance measurement system. So Six Sigma is a tool that will help you to measure the performance. So performance management methodology aimed at So Six Sigma is a performance management methodology aimed at reducing the number of defects in a business process to as close to zero defects per million opportunities as possible. Okay, here we have more details about Six Sigma, comparison of balanced scorecard and Six Sigma. So there are two tools, two different tools for performance, to manage the performance of your business. Finally, you have a case study at the end of the chapter. I know that I was a little bit quick at the end of the chapter, but you will be able, inshallah, to get more details from the book regarding this part. Do you have any questions? No questions. If you don't have any question, you may leave the class. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Okay, Sana, that's fine. راح أحضرك إن شاء الله. Thank you.